Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. First of all, sorry if there's a little more background noise than normal, everybody is home right now. But I really wanted to get this video out to you. I'm working on a super fun reading challenge video blog, but it's taking a little longer than expected, mostly because I've been kind of sick. So, all of that out of the way. Today I thought it'd be fun to talk to you just about like some media that I've been recently enjoying. Obviously I talk a lot about books on here, so I'm not going to be mentioning books that I enjoyed recently, but just like movies and TV shows and music that I've been really loving. So starting off, let's actually start in the YouTube category. YouTube, I always love Books and Lala. I've been really enjoying a lot of her videos recently. She's just so creative, and even though we don't read a lot of the same types of books, I really enjoy the way she talks about books, and so I've been finding that very fun. I've also been watching a lot of Sydney Graham. She also lives in Oregon, which is really fun. She lives in Eugene, which is south of where I live, but I've been there a bunch of times for like duck games and stuff, so it's always fun to see kind of a local, and she does a lot of sewing and crafting videos. She recently has gotten more into like crochet and knitting, which is really fun, so I've been enjoying her videos. Carrie Can Read has also been a recent new favorite of mine. I hadn't really watched any of her videos until I guess like a month or two ago now, and her videos are really fun, and I do read a little bit more of the same types of books as her, so I've been able to get a few recommendations, which is always really fun. And then, of course, Cozy K. I love her videos. She has I love her energy because I love the balance of comfort and coziness and relaxation and fun crafts and things, as well as the mix of productivity, and I love the discussions that she has about being productive and managing your time and allowing yourself to rest. I just think that she's incredibly smart and well-spoken, and I also just think she's really funny and enjoy watching her videos a lot. And then the last one that I'll mention is the Books Unbound podcast. I've loved them forever. So that's always one that I listen to. I actually need to listen to the episode today. I haven't listened to it yet. That's kind of as far as like YouTube things I've been watching recently. Moving on to TV shows. I started watching Gilmore Girls for the first time, so no spoilers. Although I kind of know some of the plot points just from like being on the internet. I am now about halfway through season 3, so I am enjoying it. I will say I don't really understand the Dean hype. I don't like him very much. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not. I think once I finish the show, I'll look at more media. The problem is, like, I interacted with a few Gilmore Girls type content things on Instagram, and now my feed is showing me a lot, but because it's such an old show and everyone has seen it, there's like so many spoilers, and I'm like, wait, I don't want to see this. So I need to stop interacting with it so that they don't show me any spoilers. The other TV show that I've been watching is The Great British Baking Show. I love that show. I've been watching it since I was a child. I used to watch it with my mom every single week on PBS, and now I watch it every time there's a new season. I watch it every single Friday. I watch it with my kids, and I love carrying that tradition on. I love watching it with my kids because it's just really fun. They like seeing the fun things they make, and it's always gives you inspiration to bake things, and then you realize you're not as good at them. But that's okay. And then as far as movies go, my husband and I recently watched Dirty Dancing for the first time. Neither of us had seen it, and we both loved it. That's a great movie. I can see why it's a classic, and we decided that I kind of look like Baby a little bit. When my hair's longer, the vision is more there. Right now, obviously, my hair is super short, so I don't look like her as much, but yeah, that's just a fun one. It's a classic for a reason. It makes me want to watch Footloose, because my husband hasn't seen Footloose, and I'm like, you haven't seen Footloose? What about the Kevin Bacon dancing in the barn scene? Like, come on. So I think we'll watch Footloose. If I can convince him. He said he didn't want to watch it, and I was like, get out of here. So I think we'll watch Footloose as well soon. And then, what was the other movie we watched? Oh, we watched The Martian. Neither of us had seen The Martian either, and it was on Netflix. So we really enjoyed that. I love sci-fi, and he likes sci-fi too. So it's just a movie like that where it's like high stakes in space. We really like the what's that movie? Apollo 11 with Tom Hanks, where they're like everything is going wrong and they like barely make it back, and that one's based on a true story, which is even crazier. The Martian obviously is not based on a true story, but it has a lot of the similar elements of like how how are you going to survive that? So we really enjoyed that one. And I will say, I read Project Hail Mary. I didn't like it that much. I thought it was okay. I guess I can see why people love it, but to me it wasn't like, I thought I would love it because I love sci-fi and everyone loves it, but I was like, this is okay. But like, what's with Andy Weir and like, man trapped alone in space, survives, becomes teacher. That's like the formula of both of those stories, which is fine, but it just kind of made me laugh to see those comparisons. Any other movies we've watched recently? We've been watching some like fun, spooky holiday movies with our kids. We watched Casper and Hocus Pocus and The Great Pumpkin. It's The Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin? What's it? The Charlie Brown one that's about Great Pumpkin. And that was fun. They liked that one a lot. I really want to watch Ghostbusters soon, but I'm trying to decide if it's going to be too scary for my 3-year-old because she gets a little spooked. So I want her to enjoy Halloween stuff and not be too scared by it. So I'm trying to ease her into things so that she's not like scared to her core. Because last Halloween we went to like a church Halloween party, and so it wasn't even scary, but there was like one kid there who had a Scream mask on and she was terrified the entire night. So we're hoping that this year Halloween will be more fun for her and less scary. So yeah, I'm not sure if we'll watch Ghostbusters together because I'm thinking that a few of those ghosts might be a little scary for her because she's still just little. But yeah, I do want to watch it soon though because I love Ghostbusters. And she loves the theme song. So maybe she would be okay with it. We'll see. We'll see. So those have been kind of the movies that I've been watching. If you have any good movie recommendations, let me know. Oh, we also watched The Village kind of recently, a little while ago. Had never seen that one. And it was less scary than I thought it would be. But here's the thing. When I finished it, I was like, I didn't like that movie that much. And my husband's like, really? You didn't like it? I'm like, no, I didn't like it. I have not stopped thinking about it since I watched it. So maybe I liked it more than I thought. And I do like that you have questions, you know? The creature things are kind of creepy though. I will say that. They're kind of gross looking. So yeah. Those have been the movies. What else was I going to talk about? Music. I have been loving me some Jim Croce. How do you say his name? How to say Jim?
Croce, not cross, not Croce, not croaky.
Why is it saying not Croce, not cross, not croaky? Jim Croce. I love his music, and it's a tragedy that he died so young before he could release more, because I love his music. That's been kind of the biggest one that I've been listening to recently, as well as I love Paul Simon. I listen to a lot of Paul Simon. I listen to some Simon and Garfunkel, but I like Paul Simon more, to be honest. As well as Paul McCartney. I love Paul McCartney. I love all the Beatles. I do. I love the Beatles music, but I like Paul the most. Out of all of them, out of all of their single work, I like Paul's the most. Uncle Albert, that song hits different. I love that song. Just like tickles a different part of my brain, you know what I mean? So that's mostly what I've been listening to, as well as some like more like soul music. A lot of Al Green and Aretha Franklin and that kind of stuff. Throw in some disco in there as well, because I do like some disco. That's been my biggest music influence recently. That's really what's been hitting the spot. Elton John. Love Elton John. Sir Elton John. Yeah. So that's been kind of my music taste. I'm very excited for Spotify Wrapped. I love Spotify Wrapped. I don't care if you don't care what my top artists are. I'm gonna post it. I love Spotify Wrapped. It's just, they culminate data and they give it to you in a pleasing way. And I really love that. Just gets me. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be coming up soon. So follow me on Instagram and I'll share my Spotify Wrapped. Last year's was a little lame. I'm hoping they step it up a little bit this year. So yeah, that's just been some media that I have been enjoying recently. If you have any recommendations for me in any category, any of those categories, let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!